Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UMBC's 65th commencement exercises, which will begin in just a few minutes. But first, let me share a few details with you. During the ceremony, please do not leave your seats to take photographs or videos. Aisles must remain clear at all times, and guests are not allowed on the main floor. Parents, for safety reasons, please do not allow children to climb on the railings. Please keep children in their seats. In the event of an emergency, please note the emergency exits located throughout the building. Emergency medical services are available at the rear of the lower level. Out of courtesy to our graduates and guests, we ask that you please turn off your cell phones and other electronic devices, and please remain in the arena until the end of the ceremony. Finally, our commencement program lists all the names of students eligible to participate in this ceremony, whether or not they are present. Some names may not appear in the program if the student did not submit a graduation application on time, or the names were not received by the final printing deadline. Now, please turn your attention to the far end of the RAC arena, where the commencement procession will enter. The procession of undergraduates is led by the Students' Marshal, Dr. Marie Desjardins, the 2014 Presidential Teaching Professor and Associate Dean in the College of Engineering and Information Technology and Professor of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the faculty and staff and the platform party enter the arena. The faculty and staff procession is led by the Faculty Marshal, Dr. Catherine Seeley Radke, the 2015 to 2018 Presidential Research Professor and Professor of Chemistry and Biochemistry. She is joined by Staff Marshals Dr. Sutton Martin, the 2015 recipient of the Presidential Distinguished Staff Award for Professional Staff and the Associate Director of the Center for Women in Technology, and Ms. Cheryl Johnson, the 2012 recipient of the Presidential Distinguished Staff Award for Non-Exempt Staff and Grants Specialist in the Office of Contract and Grant Accounting. The faculty, staff, and student marshals are carrying batons that the UMBC Alumni Association gave to the university in honor of our 40th anniversary in 2006. The platform party is led by the Grand Marshal, Dr. Sarah Shin, President of the Faculty Senate and Professor of Education and Co-Director of the MA TSOL program. The Grand Marshal carries the university mace, a symbol of presidential authority. Used only on formal academic occasions, it is carried in the procession immediately before the president. UMBC's mace was commissioned by the Alumni Associations for UMBC's 20th anniversary in 1986.
Good morning. The 65th commencement exercises of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County will now be in order. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem, sung by Mr. Lucas Link, who will graduate today with a bachelor's degree in music. Mr. Link, who studies conducting, has had the opportunity to conduct the BSO under the direction of Kay Scaglione, Associate Conductor of the New York Philharmonic. Gentlemen, please remove your hats or caps during the anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the President of UMBC, Dr. Freeman Hrabowski. Having served as UMBC's president for more than 20 years, Dr. Hrabowski has brought tremendous energy, vision, and leadership to this institution. He has helped connect the university with individuals, companies, foundations, and agencies that have brought new resources to build and sustain distinctive programs in undergraduate and graduate education and research. Dr. Hrabowski?
Good morning. Good morning again. It is a great day. Students, for the rest of your lives, there will be days when you're looking for sunshine and you wake up and you see the rain and you must tell yourself, it's a great day. Give this day a round of applause. It's a great day. Attitude. I am delighted to see so many of the families and friends of our graduates and others who are here to celebrate the achievements of our students during this busy holiday season. Let me first ask you to join me in recognizing our very talented soloist, Lucas Link, who's a senior graduating today in music. Lucas is excellent. And now let me, before continuing, acknowledge some of the people on the platform, including the members of the President's Council, the presidents of the campus senates, and the Presidential Award recipients. Would you all please stand? Would you give them a round of applause, please? Graduates, today is your day. It is a day to savor this moment. For the rest of your lives, you remember this moment, where you were, family and friends who are around you, the hard work. As I was coming in, I was teasing you and I was saying it's really a dream. You're really freshmen. You're thinking you're graduating. Well, in many ways, because for so many of you, you've been waiting for this day, it feels like a dream, but it is reality, and it's taking place because so many people have been so supportive of you. I'm gonna ask some people who are very special to you to stand, because the older I get, I know nothing is more important in our lives than our family members and our friends. But all the family and friends, please stand, and graduates, give them a round of applause. Excellent. And then we know that you appreciate all that the faculty and staff have done here to be supportive of you at this home of yours. So faculty and staff, would you please stand, and graduates, give them a round of applause also. Many of you will be going on to graduate and professional schools, and others will be going to work, and others are working to decide what you will plan to do. All of you who are planning to become teachers, please stand. Let us commend those who are going to be teachers. Give them a big round of applause. We graduated large numbers of students at the master's and PhD levels yesterday, and large numbers were planning to teach. And then those who are planning to be social workers, give them a round of applause. All the social workers, please stand. Let me see you. I'd like to take a moment now and introduce someone who is very special. And before I do, though, one more time. All of you who have 4.0s, please stand. Let me see who you are. Students who have 4.0s, let me see how many we have. Faculty, there were about 6 or 7. We can definitely say great inflation is not alive at UMBC. It really does mean something when you get an A on this campus. When you do well here, I guarantee you, you will do well wherever you go in the world. I promise you that. I am delighted now to welcome to the podium someone who is very special. He's a member of the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. We are pleased that Regent Slater is here today to bring greetings on behalf of that body. And I'm especially pleased because he has been an educator for decades, and so he knows a lot about what we do in teaching and learning. Please welcome Regent Tom Slater.
President Hrabowski, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most of all, graduates. On behalf of the University System of Maryland Board of Regents and the University System Chancellor Bob Karat, I am pleased to be with you on this great day. It's an honor to share this occasion with President Hrabowski, who has done such a remarkable job leading UMBC to new heights of excellence and national acclaim. Freeman, I congratulate you on your vision and your leadership. The University System of Maryland has long been fully committed to achieving the highest ideals of diversity, inclusion, and fairness on every one of our campuses. Throughout the system, we are working on new and more effective ways to strengthen our efforts, partnering with our campus communities in support of our strategic goal of greater diversity among administration, faculty, staff, and students. And Dr. Hrabowski, we applaud the efforts that you have made and will continue to make at this great university. But most importantly, it's an honor to be here to recognize and congratulate you, the graduating class. I want to offer my congratulations on reaching this important milestone. What you have accomplished has taken hard work, persistence, and dedication. I know your family and friends also take a great deal of pride in what you have accomplished. They have shared in your sacrifice and certainly should share in your success today. No matter what direction your life now takes, no matter what challenges you will next confront, know that your education here has prepared you well. UMBC also takes justifiable pride in serving as an integral part of the social, cultural, and intellectual life of the community, with a deep and abiding commitment to service. As you begin the next phase of your life, I hope that you will continue to honor the commitment to outreach and service that is such an important part of this great institution. Once again, congratulations to each of you, and thank you for allowing me to share in this great occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Slater. And now I'm pleased to introduce UMBC's Provost and Senior Vice President, Dr. Philip Rouse, who serves as our Chief Academic Officer. He's also a Professor of Physics. Dr. Rouse.
Good morning. On behalf of the scholarly community we call our UMBC, I extend my congratulations to our graduates. We had very high expectations when we welcomed you as a member of the UMBC community. Those expectations were based upon your promise as scholars. Today, we celebrate your fulfillment of that promise. You will join the tradition of UMBC alumni who, through their life's work, continue to advance our understanding of our own humanity, our democracy, the natural world that surrounds us, and most importantly, make a difference in the lives of others. Your diploma represents not just your academic achievement, but the friendships you formed, the faculty who have nurtured you, and the family and friends who supported you and helped you arrive here today. So I hope you will see your achievement as emerging from within the context of a community that knows you and cares about you. My greatest hope is that your experience as a member of our community will have provided you with the opportunity to reflect upon the many values that we share together, values such as excellence, commitment, hard work, inclusiveness, and respect for the dignity of others. Perhaps the most important of these is integrity. That means putting your values into action. So as you look to the future, I believe that your fulfillment will derive from making the most of whatever talents have been bestowed upon each of you. And it will lie in extending to the farthest limits the resources of your mind and your heart. And so in conclusion, may you enjoy a life rich in the knowledge that each day your work and your relationships have truly made a difference. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rouse. And now, I often say that each of us is a collection of stories. Every family here has a story, every person, every faculty member, every staff member, and we never know what stories have made us who we are. And so I enjoy sharing the stories of some of our graduates. We may think we know people, but until you know a person's story and the stories from years before, we really don't know people. And in choosing stories, we try to find some that will give us a sense of the character, of the dreams and the challenges and the obstacles that people have faced in getting to this day. And stories inspire us, and we sometimes remember stories when we have forgotten the theories, because they represent the core of the human experience. Our first graduate, whose story I will tell, is about someone who is graduating with a bachelor's in media and communication studies. And in elementary school, he was diagnosed with a learning disability and told by a teacher that he would never go to college. Undeterred by what he had heard, turns out that he worked really hard, and it turned out that he had been misdiagnosed. He kept working hard to show what he could do and got support from his mother. He worked harder and harder because he was determined not to be discouraged, and his dream was to go to college. And he worked hard, and he went to another institution after graduating and then transferred here. And today, he's not only graduating, and he's done so well, he's planning to go to grad school, but along the way, he was even recognized by Oprah. He had written to her, and she was so inspired by his story. and he will be going on to graduate school. And we're so proud of you, Dakota Boudou. Please stand. We are very proud of you, Boudou. Our next graduate is receiving her bachelor's in biology today. She's been a star on our track and field and cross-country teams and holds multiple school records. Her positive classroom experiences here have inspired her to explore the learning process and how different teaching styles can help students discover and follow their interests. She will attend the Master's in Teaching program at Wayne State University and plans to teach chemistry and biology. Sarah Daly, we are very proud of you. Please stand, Sarah. Very nice. Our next graduate is receiving his BFA in design. He came to UMBC in 2009, transferring from Gallaudet University. A deaf student from Saudi Arabia, he welcomed the challenge of mastering 2 new languages, English and American Sign Language. He has served as a leader in building a welcoming community at UMBC for other deaf and hard of hearing students. He plans to develop his own design studio in Saudi Arabia. And joining him today are his wife, who is currently a student in UMBC's English Language Institute, and their newborn baby. And so, Muntada Alouaim, I want you to stand. We are so proud of you and your family. I have an honorary degree from Gallaudet. I know this. Our next graduate receives his bachelor's in sociology. He embodies the spirit of adventure, having lived in 4 different countries and visited more than 20. After pursuing a professional soccer career in England, he returned to the United States and enrolled at UMBC, becoming a campus leader and a remarkable scholar athlete. He has earned several athletic awards and was a part of our 2014 NCAA Final Four soccer team. Give that Final Four soccer team another round of applause. He's been accepted into our own UMBC Applied Sociology Master's program. And Michael Burgos, we are so proud of you. Michael, please stand, wherever you are. Our next graduate receives his bachelor's in information systems. She receives her bachelor's in information systems. 8 years ago, she had come to the United States, was pressured to go back home and get married, had many challenges back in Pakistan, was determined to get her education, got support from her family, came back here to America, started studying at the Community College of Baltimore County, and then transferred to UMBC and was going to school and raising her young daughter. She became a cyber scholar funded by Northrop Grumman and a Newcomb Scholar for Returning Women, and has been a remarkable, remarkable mentor and supported a number of women and worked with the Women's Center, helping other young women facing challenges. Today, she joins her sister as a graduate of UMBC and a co-worker at Northrop Grumman, serving as a cyber intelligence analyst. Wafa Raja, we are really proud of you. Please stand, Wafa, wherever you are. Really proud of you. Our next graduate is receiving a bachelor's in political science and media and communication studies. Being blind from birth did not dissuade her from pursuing a challenging double major or having an active campus life. Her guide dog, Ember, has been an important part of her time at UMBC, and we are delighted to recognize both her and Ember as well. Her graduate plans are to pursue a career in advocacy work in the fields of international relations and social policy. So I want Molly Barnes to stand, and we also want to recognize that wonderful dog, Ember. Both of them, please stand. Our next graduate is receiving her bachelor's in health administration and public policy. She is a leader in the Transfer Student Network and a commuter assistant and a peer instructor here at UMBC. She's been passionate about helping others, a quality she thanks her Nigerian grandmother for instilling in her. She has this amazing ability in statistics and analysis and has been using those skills to understand how data modeling can inform health policy decision making. She plans to apply these skills in health research and business development with her new employer, Impact International. Buki Olajan, please stand. Our next graduate receives a bachelor's in social work. A single mother of 4, she never thought she'd return to school. But as her oldest daughter began looking at colleges, she felt a renewed sense of purpose. She enrolled at UMBC to show her children that anything can be accomplished with planning and tenacity. She is a Newcomb Scholar, a peer mentor, and has devoted herself to helping other non-traditional students transition to UMBC. She plans to continue her work supporting women's rights and underserved communities. Christine Beeler, we are so proud of you. Christine, please stand. And the final graduate I'll mention today is receiving her bachelor's in computer engineering, and it's a great example of STEAM. You hear about this STEAM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and the arts in the center. She was a traditional path student, initially in art and film, when challenges from childhood trauma caused her to withdraw from college. She worked in multiple jobs to make ends meet and eventually struggled with homelessness. However, she never lost sight of her ultimate goal to graduate from college. At UMBC, she became a CWIT Scholar, our program for a Center for Women in Information and Technology, and she became a Newcomb Scholar also. I was with the privilege of being with the board of the Newcomb program, the foundation up at Princeton last night, where they focus on supporting returning women. And she applied her love of art to her STEM degree in creative ways. She will be continuing her work as a software engineer for Ventura Solutions, a Baltimore-based engineering firm. Natalie Morningstar, you are absolutely amazing. Natalie, please stand. So any of you, we could have movies made out of your lives and inspire millions of people. Give them all a big round of applause. At this point, I want to recognize Mr. John Becker, Vice President of Operations for the UMBC Alumni Association Board. We now have over 70,000 alumni worldwide. He graduated from UMBC in 2001 with a bachelor's in Information Systems Management and is now Director of Business Development at Signet Technologies. He will be presenting each graduate with a memento on behalf of the Alumni Association. It's our way of saying we're looking forward to your first check. Give him and us a big round of applause. We have no shame.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the awarding of our degrees. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? Dr. Rabowski.
Dr. Rouse.
Dr. Rabowski, I have the honor of presenting the candidates recommended by the UMBC faculty for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by the authority of the state of Maryland given to the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland and the Board of Regents, and by them entrusted to me, I hereby admit you to the bachelor's degree which you have earned during the course of your studies at UMBC. In token whereof, you shall be given a diploma with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Please be seated. And now, will the candidates please proceed under the direction of the Students' Marshal and the commencement officials to the platform to receive their degrees? And please, will all of the graduates, their families and friends remain in the arena until the ceremony is concluded? Thank you.
We now present the graduates in American Studies. Caitlin Lee Glossner, Daniel Tae-Hoon Lee, Susan Un-Hai Lee. We now present the graduates in Ancient Studies. Alicia Lauren Comfort, magna cum laude. William E. Stevens, summa cum laude. We now present the graduates in Asian Studies. Yoon Jo. We now present the graduates in Dance. Dawn Alexandria Hitt. We now present the graduates in Economics. Tyrena Maria Abshire. Zachary J. Bachman. Charles V. Bollinger. David William Bowling. Mayoa Boyo. Vladislav Busko. Lai Ying Cheng. Kim-Yi Y. Chung. Eileen D. Choi. Git Yi Chu. Daniel J. Donahue. Caitlin A. Freitag. Kavi Girdar. Joseph Patrick Gloss. Courtney A. Grayton. Kevin A. Hagan. Hutu Hutu. Ahmed H. Ibrahim. Kevin M. Ladner. Julie Lee. Ian Okello Mogambo. James Patrick Maxwell. Bradley Taekwon McClary. Andrew L. Naviaski. Jonghyun Park. Diana M. Samek. Jasmine N. Spencer. Galen T. Chuaga. Tantan Jia Tai.
Shara Thanki.
Christopher A. Williams. Tong Yang. We now present the graduates in Emergency Health Services. Gavin D. Brinker Cole. Luis Pedro Gonzalez. Scott Lacey. We now present the graduates in English. Janet M. Brooks. Coleman Eugene Caldwell. Kira Maya Evans. Ryan B. Harrison. Dominique Hawthorne, magna cum laude. Jamie L. Heathcote, cum laude. Sean Anthony Heater. Jose Ernesto Portillo. Samantha Murphy. Eric Anthony Reynolds. Mary Anita Taylor, cum laude. Elise Lee Tengen. Catherine M. Von Garland. Ernestine Whitehead. We now present the graduates in Geography and Environmental Systems. Evan Axe. Sean A. Bond, summa cum laude. Elsie Elizabeth Boone. Nicholas B. Colvin. Russell S. Donnelly. Mitchell Scott Ford, cum laude. Kindall L. Gelbach, cum laude. Lisa A. Jose, magna cum laude.
Peyton LaRock.
Claire J. Maffei, magna cum laude. Trevor S. Knabb. Carl F. Norton. Kirsten Lee Perry. Nakati E. Rabidou, summa cum laude. Craig A. Schukart. Ellen L. Wojtowicz, magna cum laude. We now present the graduates in Health Administration and Policy. Vinod Abraham. Fadaka Omotinu Olawa A. Adebayo, Heinz Ajakwa, Chanel Allen, Hannah Catherine Bwelt, Jasmine Sharon, Nissi N. Chilkamari, cum laude. Taylor Nicole Dodson, magna cum laude. Emily E. Ewing, Kylie Nicole Haddock, Ablavi A. Julianne Hoboame, Jean Marie Caduno, Maria Mayama Kamara, Francis C. Mello, Golnaz Momin Zadeh, Olua Bukunola A. Olagun, Kemi Damilola Omatoso, Bruce Sekene Dilichuku Onuibo, Victoria R. Rico, Naomi P. Robinson, Matasola Alumani Rowe, Ronelli Georgina Ruiz, Philip Andrew Saunders, Rehan Saeed, summa cum laude, Ave Shrestha, magna cum laude, Ismriti Kumare Shrestha, Sabrina Marie Sparkman, summa cum laude. We now present the graduates in history. Sean A. Baxley, Jennifer Lynn Montooth, John D. Parker, Zachary Peter Wenger. We now present the graduates in Media and Communication Studies. Jordan Becker, Dakota F. Budhu, Caitlin Elizabeth Colvin, cum laude. Vincent Anthony Corby, Carrie Elizabeth Foley, summa cum laude. Corey Lamar Gregory, magna cum laude. Samantha L. Hansen, Hannah Y. Hyun, Benjamin Lasher, cum laude. Cynthia Melan Liu, Young J. Lee, Lauren Melissa Molander, Subir Nigam, cum laude. Nicholas A. Ocasio, Solomon K. O., Jordan Spencer Ragland, magna cum laude. Morgan T. Taylor, Daniel Truckenbrot, Nadja Iman Wilborn, Brianna E. Young. We now present the graduates in Modern Languages, Linguistics, and Intercultural Communications. Daniel E. Austin, Michelle Amanda Coleman, magna cum laude. Juliana Doddridge, cum laude. Josefa Isabel I. Echeverry, magna cum laude. John M. Joyce, magna cum laude. Amadi Melinda Phillips, Christelle K. Rabideau, Elena Volosina, magna cum laude. We now present the graduates in music. Stephen Paul Bruyette, magna cum laude. Lucas C. Link, magna cum laude. Nancy Puckett, magna cum laude. Johnny L. Walker. We now present the graduates in philosophy. Drew L. Rapsinski. We now present the graduates in political science. Molly Barnes, cum laude. Samir Noah Batu, Tiffany Christine Jones, Thomas Edward Keefe, Yamid Andres Macias, magna cum laude. Paris A. Patras, Carletta Shelby Patterson, Samantha Lynn Peacock, Kelly Allison Robier, summa cum laude. Joshua D. Shear, Shannon F. Werbeck, Molly K. Wilson, cum laude. Jacqueline M. Winning, cum laude. Salman A. Zaman. We now present the graduates in psychology. Emily J. Allen, Jamie Liz Batista, Samantha V. Bissely, Melissa K. Bradley, Monique Crystal Brewer, Nadja A. Britton, Alex Ann Bush, Ashley Danielle Clore, Faye E. Davis, Joyce Marie Davis, Gabriella Rose Danu, Alana Marie Diggs, Luana L. Dahl, magna cum laude. Fabiola A. Duverne, Eric Edler, Robin Gage Evans, Victoria Nicole Fayard, magna cum laude. Cheryl Amy Herring, Sean P. Hopp, Jessica V. Jacobo, Mark Jimerson, Henry Joe, Alexis Jung, Candace J. Kelly, magna cum laude. Jane E. Kim, Elizabeth D. Lee, Jeannie S. Lee, Ji-Young Lee, Victor David Lopez, Eva Marsh, magna cum laude, Jacoby Lisette Martin, Siddhant Modi, Olivia Rose Morales, Victoria E. Robinette, Melanie Rush, Michelle Ann Sherman, Ashley Stevenson, Jose P. Tarazona, Mark A. Thompson, cum laude, Tiwatope Ayi Tuoyu Top Banjoko, Jennifer Lisette Torres, Faith R. Volkening, Jennifer Lee Vuvudakis, Julianne E. Walbrecker, Michael Joseph White, magna cum laude, Catherine E. Wilson, Jennifer Yim. We now present the graduates in Sociology and Anthropology. Olubusayo Adedamola Adeniji, Michael Anthony Burgos, cum laude, Andrew C. Clark, Melissa Carol Fredericks, Juliana R. Gillis, Sayoko Hamilton, cum laude, Demetria Michelle Jacey, Gregory J. Liu, Amanda Schuster, Morgan Sierra Arsha Scribner, Michelle L. Trowbridge, Robert Tyrone Tucker, Whitney Deanne Washington. We now present the graduates in Visual Arts. Ahmed Aissa Alouem, Catherine R. Aviles, Chelsea Baxter, cum laude, Olivia K. Bollock, magna cum laude, Shi-Chi Tsai, cum laude, Nathan Allen Carricker, Jason Chan, Alexis Kuhn, cum laude, Michael D. Delash, cum laude, Angela Catherine Esposito, Jennifer Evans, magna cum laude, Joshua W. Franklin, Philip L. Howden, Rachel A. Keel, cum laude, Michelle E. Lee, Yin-Lui Lim, cum laude, Mark A. Marula, magna cum laude, Ashley Ann Miller, cum laude, Ludmila A. Mishanova, Hannah J. Robbins, magna cum laude, Melanie Andrea Samuels, Jennifer Rose A. Shipman, Ashley Renee Small, Edward J. Thang.
We now present the graduates in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. Hai Min Bak, magna cum laude. Gregory Brinsley. Kevin D. Dietz. Namdi E. Edekobi. Dennis Vashani. Sam Khosraviani, magna cum laude. May M. Lee, magna cum laude. Alua Folabomi Fehintola Shanubi. We now present the graduates in Biological Sciences. Jacqueline Faith Andres. Afra Abdullah Al-Zahir.
Sore Afsam.
Tambi Ayub Ari. Alexander N. Ballard. Vance Bowman, cum laude. Tyler Daniel Beal. Moon S. Chang. Evelyn N. Chavez, magna cum laude. Carla Clara Vega. Hai Yun Choi, magna cum laude. Sarah Bernice Daly. Jonah Delshad, magna cum laude. Claire L. Devine, cum laude. Catherine M. Edson, cum laude. Margaret A. Emmond. Carl Andrew Graham Yole, summa cum laude. Bisma Hamid. John R. Jamin, summa cum laude. Danielle R. Johnson. Mark St. John Emmanuel Kerr. Omar Koita. Mary Kay Culp. Elisavet Lukaidu. Shahid Ali Malik, cum laude. Christine R. Matthew. Isaac Carmel Matthew. Kiera L. Macbeth, summa cum laude. Hassan Maurice McLean. Samantha J. Mims. Sarah Moon. An H. Nguyen. Uganaya Vera Obaneme. Christopher O. Ogala. Akosua Ose Tutu. Lauren Parks. Anusri V. Patel, cum laude. Margaret L. Reed. Duncan Robinson. Johanna Jasmine Salazar. Sahar Salim. Shannon Michelle Siegel. Raven Stinnett. Melvin Strasser Nickel. Clara Se. Ian A. Takulis. Nathan P. Thomby. Catherine A. Tordle. Reedy M. Trivedi. Christopher Vidyapum. Shira Jernell Washington. Mimi Wei, cum laude. Caitlin D. Hughes Reese, magna cum laude. Hassan K. Yusufi, cum laude. Jessica W. Zaki, magna cum laude. We now present the graduates in chemistry. Andrew Michael Augustin. Kelly A. Becknell. Zachary J. Brazel. We now present the graduates in mathematics and statistics. Said A. Ahmed. Andrew J. Allison. Aaron Joseph Franz. Patrick D. Jenkins, cum laude. Elena Carell. Matthew T. Murray, magna cum laude. Adam Philip Redden. Samuel B. Romer, magna cum laude. DeLawrence C. Smith. Michael Wonders. Adelbert P. Upari. We now present the graduates in physics. Trevor Dahl. Ernest Kwong, cum laude. Catherine F. Rosbach, magna cum laude. Hina Chowdhury. Christian Anthony Cias. Omar Nasser Tamimi. We now present the graduates in chemical, biochemical, and environmental engineering. Luis Felipe Cuellar Patino, cum laude. Benjamin M. Lamb, cum laude. Nicholas Rogers, magna cum laude. Anthony E. Scalero. Nathaniel R. Chamambe Jinne. Don Wong. We now present the graduates in computer science and electrical engineering. Mikhail Alexandrov. Robert Gilbert Avery. Nathan C. Bailey. Gorongbai Bhat, cum laude. Boris S. Boyko, summa cum laude. Brandon Bourne. Keith Chang. Kevin Michael Cox. Brian P. Dawson. Samuel H. Francis. Daval M. Gandhi. Scott Cameron Gillis. Kayshawn Deontay Cannon. Ennis Marcus Golazuski. Ethan David Hine. Omar A. Kadri, summa cum laude. Kyle K. Kim. William P. Krozak. Andrew C. Lenahan. Andrew Douglas Lewis, magna cum laude. Stephen J. Martin. Patrick James McIlvaney, magna cum laude. Sean L. McWilliams. Giancarlo Moliazzi. Natalie Teresa Morningstar. Nathan Andrew Oteza. Brian Allen Parker, cum laude. Chandni J. Patel. Stephen Phillip. Austin Rowe. Du Nguyen. Anthony S. Sasadus. Sundar Sekar. Jack J. Sledeback. Hunter R. Somerville. Scott M. Stevenson. William C. Thompson. Winston G. Tong, Daniel S. Weaver, Joseph M. Wenzel, cum laude. Christian A. Wisner Carlson, cum laude. We now present the graduates in mechanical engineering. David Mark Andrews, Stephen C. Beal, Robert Owens Bird, Kyan Do Cope, Benjamin Daniel Cordell, Lindsay R. Digman, Claudette Marguerite DuPont,
Andrew J. Edwards,
Avraham Feldman, Nicholas Tyler Gibson, Sarah L. Hemler, summa cum laude. Greg Eric Johnson, Andrew Kelly, cum laude. Na Ye Kim, cum laude. Justice O. Koshi, Shahido Moriko, Kevin S. McKee, Matthew P. Myers, cum laude. Mayela A. Page, cum laude. Sebastian Patterson, cum laude. Richard W. Pung, cum laude. Bridge Kishore Saw, Gurpreet Singh, Benjamin C. Spar, Philip Tanabe, Hasnain A. Tasadak, cum laude. Robert C. Washkovich, Ashok M. Williams, Matthews Vitkovitz. We now present the graduates in information systems. Candy S. Aravalo,
Harris Arshad,
Richard Christopher Bay, cum laude. Michal Baksh, Jake K. Bartkowiak, Erman Ballou, Emilia Berg, Christopher Justin Body, Zachary Broderick, Sean Jeshua Celia,
Amy Chow, cum laude,
Ashley C. Doggett, Matthew Duran, Meredith D. Evans, magna cum laude. Dominic P. Ezerique, Javaria Fatima, Indima Ubakala Fernando, Corey R. Fortman, James M. Glassman, John Grigg, Laura Haynes, cum laude. Stephen Kyle Hambrook, Michael Hardesty, Abdullah O. Hassan, Zaki S. Hashmi, Ravi M. Inamdar, Anas Iqbal,
Austin Andrew Jarbo,
Saad Javed, Anita Man Y. Kam, Walid Kunan, Michael W. Karagu, Shane Thomas Knudsen, magna cum laude. Eric Lorenzo, Rachel Marr, Brian Patrick McGowan, Connor L. Michelle, Kyle J. Moore, Christopher M. Moran, summa cum laude. Webster Corva Mulba, Yanan T. Nguyen, Chidibere O. Okunji, Christian R. Oysen, Daniel M. Piles, Andrew Scott, Ruba Nareem Qureshi, Wafa Tariq Raja, magna cum laude. Ankush Ratan, Dmitry Rudnitsky, magna cum laude. Juthika Rigo, Christine St. Amand, Amanda M. Scrandis, magna cum laude. Curly Karanini Silva, Brian K. Sherfy, cum laude. Deanna Rose Shoup, cum laude. Ryan J. Sipes, Menghua Song, Michael T. Tauscher, Truck T. Tran, cum laude. Zachary A. Trout, Nicholas Alexander Vreeland, Garrett Walsh, Patrick Joseph Welty, Eric Ye. We now present the graduates in Management of Aging Services. Nicholas Roman Keplinger, magna cum laude. We now present the graduates in interdisciplinary studies. Daniel J. Goodrich, cum laude. John Colin Schmulowitz. Onisha R. Chenot. We now present the graduates in social work.
William Augusto, cum laude.
Christine Elizabeth Beeler, cum laude. Patricia Garrison Drazen, cum laude. Celestina Eschen. Hannah Lee Luff. Megan E. Maskew. Jordan McGill. Brianna P. Richardson. Karen Y. Ritz-Dow. Nia Carla Smith. Nicholas Gideon Weiner, magna cum laude.
Almost there, folks, almost there. We're going to ask you to remain in your seats for just another moment. This is a dignified ceremony. And I'm going to ask you to settle down. Before I ask you to turn your tassels, graduates, it has been my tradition to quote the words of UMBC's first president, Alvin Okun, to the first graduating class in 1970. He said these words: if you bring to the future the same personal qualities and personal commitment you have brought to this campus as students, good and important things will happen to each of you and to those around you, and the university will be proud to have played a part in your lives. And now I leave you with my own thoughts about your future. Be confident, knowing that your education has given you a solid foundation for the rest of your lives. Know that if you persevere, and we know you will reach your goals, though you are certain to be challenged along the way. You've already been challenged and tested, as we all are throughout our lives. Remember that your dreams, and most important, your character, will determine who you will become. Your character will be reflected most clearly in the courage you possess and in the compassion you show for others. Be true to yourselves and true in your relationships, always reaching out to others to inspire and to elevate. Our graduates, we're so proud of you. This will always be your home. You may now turn your tassels. Please remain standing and remain here in this auditorium. We will now have the singing of the Alma Mater. It's very important that you remain standing out of respect for the university, for our graduates. We would appreciate it. And at the end of the singing, our Grand Marshal will have the final remarks and lead us in the recessional. You have been a wonderful audience. Give yourselves a hand for being such an amazing group.
Striving together in truth.
Will everyone kindly remain standing until the platform party, faculty and staff, and graduates have recessed? Families and friends are asked to meet the graduates outside of the arena. Congratulations, graduates, and enjoy the day.